Hi, this is Counseling 4940, Supervised Fieldwork and Seminar Manual, Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Services, Orientation Overview of the Internship, brought to you by the faculty supervisors of this course, Counseling 4940, at California State University, Los Angeles. First and foremost, hi students and supervisors. This quick presentation is an overview of our Bachelor's of Science in Rehabilitation Services fieldwork. Please review the entire manual at your own time. Students, the manual is located in your Cal State LA portal. Supervisors, our student interns should have provided you with the manual. If not, please ask our interns. Along with this video, we might also send it in the email for our first point of contact. Let's start off with the mission statement. The mission of the Rehabilitation Services Program is to provide an inclusive learning environment for students from diverse cultural backgrounds. The program prepares students to work in a variety of occupational settings to enhance their professional development, knowledge, skills, and abilities. In these settings, they will help to advance the independence, integration, and full participation of individuals with rehabilitation needs in the workplace and urban community. Students will develop skills for assessing community rehabilitation resources, attain appropriate interviewing and communication skills, acquire technical writing skills, be able to integrate a range of services to clients and consumers with rehabilitation needs, learning to advocate and teach advocacy skills for clients and consumers, master skills to maximize independence for people with disabilities, such as activities of daily living, ADLS. Obtain skills in working with the multiculturally diverse groups, and apply learned knowledge and skills to real-life settings. The purpose, working collaboratively with physicians, psychologists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, social workers, teachers, attorneys, counselors, case managers. This is just a list of the more common ones. It might be different for each student. Services include outreach, intake, evaluation, planning, placement, advocacy, and follow-up with consumers and clients for the services that the agency provides. Tasks include coordinating efforts of other team members, bringing together resources of several community agencies to help consumers and clients. While at school, students are required to attend a weekly seminar while simultaneously doing their fieldwork. Students are provided supervised professional development experience aimed to include enhancement and integration of techniques and skills. The Fieldwork Internship Program, the Counseling 4940 combines the process of professional development in rehabilitation site and fieldwork seminar. Some of the class content includes, but are not limited to, application of classroom knowledge to the professional field, perform person-centered case management, facilitate service coordination, compile and present rehabilitation-related information, documentation of the student progress towards professional development, working groups to address cultural sensitivity, professional behaviors such as confidentiality, prioritization, case management, and reflective practice, problem solving, mandatory reporting, advocacy, and self-determination, effectively communicate between faculty supervisor and site supervisor, and ethics and professional practices. So there are acceptable field work, and this is how we explain it to everyone. Not all rehabilitation activities are suitable as field work for undergraduate students. There are 6 criteria. 1, must consist of services to people who have rehabilitation needs. That means disability or at-risk populations. Found in but not limited to rehabilitation agencies, social services, academic institutions, special education programs, mental health facilities, substance abuse agencies, hospitals, insurance companies, correctional facilities. 2, on-site supervision must be provided by a person with appropriate qualifications. Mix of professional experience and or an advanced degree or credential relevant to the student's work. So examples would be a master's in counseling or a closely related field, master's in social work, PhD in psychology, a medical degree with relevant specialty. There's also CRCs or Certified Rehabilitation Counselor, Certified Disability Management Specialist, National Certified Counselor, Certified Employee Assistance Professional, Certified Alcohol and Drug Abuse Counselor, Licensed Marriage, Family, and Child Counselor, Pupil Personnel Services Credential, licensed professional clinical counselor, and bachelor's degree in a related field with relevant work experience. Number 3, the site supervisor must make a time commitment to regularly review and evaluate the student's work, as well as fulfill other responsibilities discussed later in this presentation. 4, activities must be suited to the student's level of training and experience and provide opportunities for learning. Appropriate activities would be intake interviewing, vocational evaluation, vocational planning, labor market surveys, job development, vocational training, co-leading a counseling group with a qualified leader, record keeping, service coordination, planning for clients to live independently, workability programs, supported work programs, social security programs, services for aging adults, mental health services, probation, parole, testing, children's services, consulting with teachers about students with disabilities. 5, complete 200 hours per semester, 4 units per semester, 8 units total. 200 hours are divided evenly over 15 weeks, about 14 hours per week. 80 hours, or 40% of that 200 hours, must be direct services with people with disabilities. This is working on-site fieldwork. Attend weekly fieldwork seminars with faculty supervisor. 6, fieldwork locations, site, and job duties must have faculty approval. After the semester begins, students are not allowed to change fieldwork sites without permission of the faculty supervisor and program coordinator of rehabilitation services. Now let's talk a little bit more in depth about the student responsibilities. Once fieldwork has begun, students function as an employee in the agency, where they're financially compensated. The students provide services to the agency and its clients, and in return receive supervision and training. Students must learn the agency's expectations regarding dress code, employee-supervisor relations, workplace culture, and administrative procedures. Students must complete the following. 1, register for Counseling 4940 and complete 200 hours per semester with 80 hours of direct contact with people with disabilities, about 14 hours per week for the 15-week semester. Students must find out if there are holidays that prevent the completion of the hours and make up those missing hours. 2, first week of class, make sure faculty supervisor has the correct agency contact information and the site supervisor has the contact information of the faculty supervisor. 3, download 2 copies of the fieldwork manual, one for the student and one for the site supervisor. Students should make sure the site supervisor has reviewed the requirements expected by everyone involved. 4, students must attend the weekly Counseling 4940 seminar simultaneously during fieldwork semesters. 5, use the fieldwork for its learning possibilities. Ask for clients if none have been assigned by the end of the second week or a specific later time has not been planned. Seek supervision as needed, even outside of regularly scheduled supervisory sessions. Participate as much as practicable in agency's typical professional activities. 6, become familiar with agency policies and practices and work within them. 7, write reports and maintain records as required by the agency. 8, keep a log of daily activities and show activities performed each day, approximate length of time given to each, and how clients or consumers were served. For example, in your log sheet, you might write vocational exploration with client A. No identifiable information about the clients should be revealed on the log sheets. 9, promptly inform the faculty supervisor of any difficulties with you and the agency supervisor that cannot be resolved satisfactorily without assistance. 10, review the evaluation form with the site supervisor and return the completed form at the end of the semester along with other paperwork required such as log sheets and student self-evaluation. 11, use the seminar to enhance your understanding of events related to your work. 12, fill out the student self-evaluation of internship experience and submit along with other required paperwork at the end of the semester. So now let's move over to the site supervisor's requirements. Our students vary widely in their readiness to assume the agency work roles. Some enter the bachelor's program with considerable experience. Some students' experience is limited to volunteering activities. Most, however, are somewhere in between these two. Agency supervisors should evaluate each student regarding these matters to plan and provide appropriate training experiences. Feel free to consult with the faculty supervisor. Students should have at least 1 hour of supervision from their supervisor per week. View the orientation video and discuss with students and/or faculty supervisor any clarifications of expectations. Faculty supervisors will contact the site supervisor near the middle of the semester and at the end of the semester to track the progress of the student's fieldwork experience. Other site supervisor responsibilities. 1. Respect the student's need for support and encouragement. Influence desirable professional behavior mainly by modeling and pointing out things done well and constructive criticism. 2. Induct the trainee as quickly as practicable into the agency's normal functions, usually in the first week of the semester. 3. Expose the trainee to a broad range of client contacts, a representative cross-section of the types of rehabilitation clients typically served, a range of types of rehabilitation services the agency provides, the entire range of the phases of a client's relationship with the agency. A student's work should not be all intakes, all placement, or all plan development if the agency's functions include all three. 4. Arrange for supervisory meetings 1 hour per week at regularly scheduled times so that the trainee does not have to solicit supervisor each time. 5. Identify the trainee to clients as a staff person without reference to the student or trainee status, unless the agency has a specific policy against this practice. 6. Maintain a working relationship with the faculty supervisor. 7. Complete a written evaluation of the student's work around the 13th or 14th week of the semester, review it with the student, and forward it to the faculty supervisor. And now let's move over to faculty supervisor's responsibilities. Share the responsibilities with the site supervisor of training the student. Make sure that copies of the fieldwork and seminar manual and/or syllabus along with other related documentation are provided to the student and site supervisor. During the beginning of the semester, hold an orientation meeting, virtually or in person, such as this video. Other faculty supervisor responsibilities are 1. Announce the additional 2 points of contact during the semester to become acquainted with the site supervisor and agency's practices and client services. 2. Provide consultation when initiated by the student or the site supervisor. Students and site supervisors are encouraged to consult the faculty supervisor early enough that problems do not impair the relationship between the student and the agency. 3. Faculty supervisors submit grades at the end of the semester to Cal State LA's GET system. A passing letter grade is credited to students who meet all the requirements of the course. An incomplete or I is credited to students who have not met the requirements by the end of the semester. A letter grade below a C represents a work during the semester not be counted towards meeting degree requirements. No credit and C is given if a circumstance interrupts a student's work early in the semester and over a long period of time that an entirely new placement must be undertaken when the student is ready to resume fieldwork or the student's performance is so unsatisfactory as to deserve a failing grade. NC does not affect a student's grade point average. 4. Faculty supervisor makes recommendations to the program coordinator with regard to the best student-agency match for the fieldwork experience. If the suitability of an agency changes, the program coordinator is notified. 5. Facilitate the weekly seminar to fulfill the goals and objectives established for Counseling 4940. 6. Provide individual meetings with the student for additional supervision as needed. 7. Keep records concerning such matters as student assignments, fieldwork evaluations, and log sheets. Thank you so much for taking your time to listening to this video orientation, and I hope that the semester goes very well. Bye.